Okay, it is, what is today? June the 3rd, 2011. We're at the end of the school year, and we've had some setbacks. One of the big setbacks was those of y'all who are not from our area who are watching this. We had a F5 tornado hit our town probably about a half a mile from where this is being recorded at. This, of course, threw our school schedule off, caused a lot of damage and devastation for a lot of our students and stuff, and so pretty much messed up the rest of the school year. And of course, the school year's over with now. So that being said, we didn't get hardly nothing done. We was planning on getting done the last half of the school, or last, I should say, month of the school year. But we were able to finally get the wiring harness from the square back transferred over to here. As you can see, we've marked some of the wires, the lights. We did put light fixtures on it. We tested most everything out. A few wires here, we still got to kind of figure out where they go. But we've tested everything out. Everything pretty much works. The only glitches we found is the blinker switch, turn signal switch, for you guys not from around our part of the world. You have to hold it in a certain position before it'll work. Now I was thinking, we took this steering column out of the square back. Well, let me open this door. We took the steering column out of the square back because my logic thinking was my Fastback has about over 160,000 miles on it. The square back had, when it was parked, had about 77,000 miles. So I thought, well, the switches and everything in this steering column ought to be in better shape. Well, to my dismay, it's at least the turn signal switch has got issues, and the canceller still don't work on it. So we're probably going to have to pull this switch back out and do something with that. But everything else works. The fuel gauge, idiot lights, all that work fine. The speedometer, I tested it out, hooked it up to a drill just to see if I could get it, and of course it only moved it up about 20 miles an hour. That part works. The part that don't work in it is the odometer, so I'll probably have to pull that back out and take that to a local speedometer shop we have around here and have them to go through that. We hooked the fuel injection harness up to it, just to make sure it would energize the fuel pump and things like that, and it does. So we know all that's getting the power like it needs to. We had a few other little odds and ends to do to it here. We're going to have to fix this, of course. I had an ideal, and I don't know if I'm going to do it or not now. I was trying to figure out a good way to put air conditioning on this thing. And as you can see, we have not put the air ventilation box back in it yet. We had that out when we was swapping the wiring harness all over. But I was going to just thought about cutting this out since this is rusted out anyway, and we're going to have to repair that, and make a cap that you could remove on and off right here in this section, just under the hood, and make enough room that would allow an evaporator for AC in here. Well, I got to looking, I just don't know, because it would have to go into this section right here, and I don't know that I could find an evaporator that thin. It would be cool if you could, though, because then we could use the factory air box. This has got a fan blower motor in it, and because this is a 72 model, this is only found on 72 and 73 Type 3s, it's got ventilation ports right built in the dash, so it would almost look like it would have factory air if I'd done such a thing. But I don't know how we could ever get an evaporator to fit in that area, not without doing some horrendous, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm starting to think it might not work. You know, my other idea was to use an electric compressor like a Prius has or something like that nature and put it up under the hood here. And if I could do those two things, that would pretty much solve the problems that the air conditioning systems that are available for this car seem to have. One is blocking all the electrical wires here and everything else you need to service under the dash, and the other is just the nasty setup that the compressor has with the engine and all the way that's set up. Of course, these cars just were not designed for air conditioners. I mean, they were made in Germany back in the day, and the Europeans didn't do air conditioning much, and at the time this was made, just some American cars were just starting to get AC. So anyway, last problem on the paint. Been trying to get my body guy motivated, but talk to him some. Maybe we can get him to finally paint this thing and do the little items we need to do as far as patching up these little holes that's got rust in it, like here, and there's another place just like it on the other side, and like I showed you up front here. That's about the only rust holes we've got to know. We've sandblasted them. They just need to be patched up now. But anyway, hopefully next school year we'll make a little more progress on it. Maybe I can get the funds up to finally start on this engine too. That's another thing that's kind of discouraged us as far as having the funds to do everything. But anyway, I'm done venting here, and hopefully we'll get things on the right track here for next year. But we do have the electrical system working in it now, which is amazing. So before we do paint it, what we'll do is we'll wrap all these ends up like this one right here. Say slide it into a plastic bag, and then wrap it up maybe in electrical or duct tape or something, masking tape, whatever, and that should protect it while it's being painted. We'll still, even after we get that done, we get the engine in there. So a fella up in Wisconsin, I'm probably going to have him to rebuild the brake calipers on this thing. Probably get him to do a couple other items for it too. Once again, matter of money. Hopefully the money will be. My wife had surgery. That was another thing during all this tornado stuff, and that's kind of thrown us behind financially. So a lot of things I was planning on already doing at this point, I just have had to put on the back burner. But we're still planning on doing this. I'm determined to get this car going. We just had a few setbacks. But anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have some good news here in the next few months. Thank you.